Make people like you. It's the mere exposure effect. This is episode number 305 of the My Online Toolbox weekly quick tips and reminders for all facets of your marketing to help you grow your business with more quality leads. We're going a little bit quicker because we're preparing to go away in a few weeks to the Vegas show. We'll be a speaker there. We're going to be talking about managing expectations of your next prospect and would love to have a chance to be able to see you. Last week, we were talking about reviews not being equal and learning from an example, especially when you're comparing Google to Bing. Go back to the previous episode to be able to learn about that. But this week, we're going right into making people like you. What is the mere exposure effect? And to go brief, that you have to, the analogy would be very similar to the first time you may visit a new friend and their dog will likely bark at you, but in subsequent visits, that same dog will be less cautious, perhaps lick your hand or even jump on to greet you. And there is the same dynamic when working with humans called the mere exposure effect, and it's done by the American Psychological Association. You could actually even Google mere exposure effect, but it basically defines that there's a finding that individuals tend to show an increased preference or liking for a stimulus as a consequence of repeated exposure to that stimulus. Think about all the commercials you'll see over and over and over again. It's designed to focus in on that mere exposure effect. And the applicability for marketing is one word: continuity. And what you want to do is embrace the word continuity. And with us, we have always been consistent. If you look up, we are on episode number 305. And of course, we have a real objective, which is predominantly stimulating our existing customer base to keep a continuous effort towards their marketing. And we like to say periodic effort towards marketing. It doesn't necessarily mean daily, but we need to have some ongoing pulse in various different forms of marketing, whether it comes to continuity with website updates, continuity with making a social post, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And we never like to have people get psychotic and meaning that means hourly or daily. It just means to keep a flow going month after month, quarter after quarter, year after year, which really isn't too hard. And what we want to do is remind people here to simply like and comment us either on the My Online Toolbox Facebook or YouTube channels, because that is where we focus in on continuity. And hopefully you like us too after this extended period of time, over 300 episodes. But this is where we help stimulate your efforts towards marketing. And also, if you go to Instagram, this is pretty cool because we hit this week for motivation. Our Instagram page was featuring the 150th featured project this week. It was a very cool project, cool story. But in any case, that continuity hopefully allows many of you to continue to like us, not just based on me being a nice guy, but also being consistent towards what the specifics are in what we do and how dedicated we are towards that. Keep that in mind because you want to keep yourself out there with people, not just physically, but just being seen everywhere on a continuous basis. And hopefully, people will begin to like you and appreciate what your story is. So when they're thinking about your service in their area, they come to you as one of the first choices of consideration. This is My Online Toolbox, providing weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of marketing, reminding you to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. Have a healthy week, and we will see you next week.